Dang, that was an efficient episode.
Burned through it, huh?
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
did.
tried to limit conversation on the headline to kind of make it flow a little
Yeah,
bit
but it
better.
didn't feel like it. You
Yeah.
know, like
hmm
I know we both did that, but it still felt like I don't know, felt good.
Was it Beatmaster says shortest DTNS episode yet?
No, I know it's not because we've had others that are under 30 minutes, and this is 29:41. So
Mm-hmm.
Titles?
yes, please.
All right. Bezos brands. Happy Belly, what Amazon wants you to have after buying their food.
That's long.
That's a
That's actually
Very
isn't
long.
that, no, that's not the name of a Indian movie, Bollywood movie.
That whole thing is the name of an Indian movie.
No, the Happy Belly part. It was Delhi Belly. Was it Delhi? I don't remember. In case Google Waves, hello to spaces. You may email friends between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. Email manners matter. Okay, are you not use flat? Are you
Ooh,
okay? Are
If
you?
you don't like it, you don't have
Yeah.
to read it.
email manners matter. I kind of like.
Yeah, I like that one.
There's another French one I saw somewhere. Extraneous etiquette. No. Let's see, that wasn't it. France. Oh, France will not surrender off hours.
Nah,
I thought that was pretty funny.
unless you're French, that's not. Actually, Patrick probably still finds that funny. I like email manners matter. Should we go with that?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's my vote.
I have always been of the opinion never to respond to emails until Monday over the weekend if it's work related.
I can't help myself sometimes.
I'll look
Well,
at it.
I can't afford to not do that right now, so like I have to
Well,
answer.
that's what got me when I was first reading this, and before I realized there weren't any penalties for non-compliance, I was like,
Mhm.
well, but the way I work is not. I don't work for a company, right? Like I work with a bunch of independent people who are on their own schedules, working at
Right.
different times. Like if I need to email Brian Brushwood on Sunday night about cord killers the next day, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, yeah, I can see why you're a boss at a big company, and maybe that's why they put the 50 people limit. I don't know.
It's to be honest, it's one of those things that I think, like for example, in your case, Tom, it's like everyone just has like you set up the limits, like hey, I'm going to be out. I won't be able to read it. Like I think I used to do that with emails. It's like, hey, I won't be able to read your emails, like any replies until such and such date.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I used to do that too.
Um, but I think part of it is, and I know in some corporations, it's just kind of expected that whenever you get an email, you reply to it.
Yeah.
And I've always like kind of like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
I definitely reply slower over weekends and in
Yes.
evenings, And there are times when I just kind of put the computer away at like 8 o'clock, and then I find out people were slacking me or messaging me or whatever, and I'm like, oh crap, I wasn't around.
If it's an emergency, I'll say just text me if it's an emergency.
Yeah.
But if it's not an emergency, send it by email. I'll get it to you. I'll give you a reply on Monday. It's one of those weird things that I've noticed that it really depends on who the boss or the manager is. Because some people are like incredible, you know, uptight about having a reply to each of you. It's like, did you see my email? It's like, yeah, I saw it. It was a Saturday night. I was taking my kid out to the game. I'm not gonna be.
That's what I mean about like there needs to be a culture where that's not that's not an okay response. The response needs to be like, oh, okay, well, this is a communication channel where I don't expect immediate responses, and this
Yeah.
is.
hmm
It needs to be clear.
Righto. Righto.
100%.
Elephant
Would
faithful.
state
100%.
theory again.
What was that from?
5 stars.
Elephant. 100%.
I think I almost brought this up in the show, but I think it also relates. A related problem is how do I get a response from someone?
Mm.
Like if I do need a response, some people, if I text message them, they don't get back to me for a while. Some people, if I text message them, that means this is urgent. And then it'll be like, well, why did you text message me that? So there's no agreement on like what are the ways we should all contact each other
Yeah.
and what does it mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have that problem too much, but I can see why it would be a problem in a work scenario.
Like with Eileen, I almost never text message her, but when I do, it's usually like, oh, I kind of need something. And
Hmm.
if I text message her during the day, I won't hear back from her for
That's weird
hours.
because I hear back from her pretty quickly. You
You're
just have to
funny.
ask her the right questions, Tom.
I see. I see. Most of my questions are not about masks.
That's exactly what you have to ask her about.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like, what do you do with all the tiny spatulas that come
What's
with
the
all the
difference between
Korean
a foot
skincare products?
mask and a Korean? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Well, that mystery solved.
I know they used to give my roommate used to have a pager that his because he was an EMT that the company gave him, and like when even though he wasn't on the job, he was on call, and so you were just as part of the job you would have it on for like the 24-hour period, and
Hmm.
then if it went off, you'd go. So there was like that was like at the beginning that was just like okay, this is
Yeah.
what is expected.
Well, and
This is
that's why I never used anyone's pager. Like Patrick Norton had a pager back in the Tech TV days. I would never use it because it felt like, oh, that's like an emergency. That's like,
Hmm.
life or death situation. You use a pager. And it's funny, like phones have always been like, well, don't call during dinner time, and all of this. And they've become even more, even though they're more ubiquitous, it's even more like, oh, I text someone. Is it okay to call you right now?
Yeah.
That's so funny to me.
because there's a level of involvement the person has to be in.
Yeah, but they just wouldn't pick. I mean, really, if someone calls you and then you don't want to talk to them, you just don't pick up the
Yeah.
phone. It's actually more disruptive to text them, is it okay to call you right now? But it feels more polite somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Hey, can
know.
I call? I'm sure the upcoming generation will have a solution for it.
Generation. Well,
Back to pay phones for everyone.
yeah.
Back to pay phone. Back to pay phone.
That was great. Someone said, do you say IQ or ICU?
I see
I
you.
see you.
ICU said full disclosure.
Uh, oh, and
Get it? Because I made fun of,
Mm-hmm.
because I talk to your wife more than you do.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Still
Drop.
got it.
and it's not Fresnel, it's Fresnel. And
Ah,
what are you doing, juggling?
I'm just throwing this. I have this thing. I don't even know what it's from. Oh, I know what it's from. Um, well, I just looked at it more closely and then I realized what it was.
You just helped her
It's a spare
solve a mystery.
like footy thing that goes on my
Your
um
footy.
it's a footy thing that goes on the metal file holder thing that I have on top of my whatever. And
Mm.
I play with it a lot.
It's
It's
like
like the thing.
a bumper
It's a
to keep
bumper,
it.
yeah, to
Yeah.
keep from scraping a table. And I play with it constantly when I'm at my desk. And like a few times I've been like, I should throw that out or I should put that where it belongs. And then every time I'm like, but then what will I fiddle with on my desk while I'm doing other things?
When I used to do Tech News Today in Petaluma, there was a nickel,
Mm-hmm.
like in a little depression in the wooden desk. And I would play with that every time I sat there. And then
Yeah.
one day, the nickel was gone.
No.
Yeah,
I
like
was
I'd
like,
be really upset if this disappeared. I'd be like, where'd it go?
and it was silly. It was like, who took the nickel? Like, and then I was like, why would they even take the nickel?
Yeah, who needs
But it
that?
probably just bounced off or something. Like it probably
They
wasn't
probably
even
moved it
taken.
because
And what I
it's
like is
causing.
that it clamps to my thumb and like my fingers, so it sits there, and
Ah,
it's always there.
it's like a security bumper
Yeah, for my brain.
for your brains.
We have Botwiki stickers. Botwiki.
Botwiki.
Ryan's
It's
like,
so cool
why are you doing this? Are you getting paid for it? I'm like, no.
because it's fun.
Because it's fun. I like it.
Some things are fun.
Sometimes. Tom's like, stop spending all this time on Botwiki and do sword and laser stuff. To which I say, Tom, I am.
That
I
is
did that
not.
today.
Yeah, I know. I would definitely not say that, especially today. You put my book in the collection.
Got it. Yeah. I cut your. Let's be honest. I put you over. I put you over this
Oh
weekend.
yeah, no, you totally did. Like it. What was I at? I was at
You're 714.
726.
No,
No, 714. Really?
No, no, it was you were 30, you needed 36 more
Oh, that's right.
pre-orders.
I was yeah. It was 722
Something.
or
Right.
something. Yeah. And then Veronica tweeted it, and by the next morning at 8:50 a.m.
Stoked.
So good. I
So
was
good.
sitting there
So
at the
good.
Korean barbecue place in Koreatown, like while you were texting me all of those numbers, by the way.
Oh, she accepted. So now she's in the Deus Hex Machina
Oh, we have a new
in the collection
collection.
now.
Yeah, so I'm not even the newest member.
Now, I should tweet this out.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh
No.
man.
We got a new go to swordandlaser.com.
I'm gonna post this on the Sword and Laser account.
Cool.
And they're lucky too, because they get like Twitter cards with ink shares. So it looks really good when you post links to ink shares on Twitter. You don't have to do like an image.
Nice. Good work, Matt and Adam. And everyone. I got my email from Avalon with like all the things that I need to fill out.
Oh, good.
That was kind of fun. I was like, oh, this is Avalon emailing me about me, not Jim or JF or
Right.
yeah. All right. We are going off the air forever.
Goodbye, y'all.
No, just for a little bit. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, live audience 2 hours later for Patrick Beja. Bye.
Patrick Beja.